recording.
Welcome to Klein's Geometry. Today we're going to talk about lesson 9.3, finding the area of composite figures. There's two ways we can do this. The first way uses the addition method, and that's where we take a figure, such as this one, and we break it into smaller, easy to recognize shapes that we know the areas of, and then we just add them together. So let's do that with this figure. I see a half circle, and then I see a triangle right here, and then I've got a rectangle. So when we're finding the area of each shape, I will say 1/2 of a circle plus a triangle plus a rectangle. Start right out by writing down what you're going to find. Now I'm going to plug in formulas. I've got 1/2, and my circle area formula is pi r squared. My triangle formula is 1/2 base times height, and my rectangle formula is base times height. Now, coming up here, I see the diameter of this circle is 4, so the radius is 4 divided by 2, or 2, and I plug it into my formula. I look at my triangle. Notice we don't have anything here, but we can find it. I know this length is 12, and this is 4, coming up. So this must be 12 minus 4, or 8 inches. I know this whole height is 14, and this is 8, so this here is 14 minus 8, or 6. So I have a base of 8 and a height of 6. Oh, that's a plus. Then I look at my rectangle, 8 times 12, for my base and height. Once I've written all that down, I can put all that right into my calculator. So I will just type right in there, 0.5 times pi times 2 squared plus 0.5 times 8 times 6 plus 8 times 12. Now we've got all those areas. We hit enter, and I know the area of my composite figure is 126. We're going to round to the tenths place, so we look at the hundredths. It's 5 or above, and we're going to call it 126.3 square inches. So I will write 126.3 square inches for my total area. Put some equal signs in here so I can connect them. So that's the process here. Separate your figures, find the area of each shape, add all the areas together. First, identify what straight shapes you have, put in the formula, plug in what you know, and solve. Adding areas. Next step, another way to do it, we can subtract areas. When I look at this shape, I see, we just want the shaded area, but I see a huge rectangle. And it's got a triangle cut out of it. So we could say, here we have a rectangle, and we want to take away a triangle. If I do that, I have my rectangle area formula, which is base times height, and I'm going to take away the triangle area formula, 1/2 base times height. Well, coming back up here, the whole rectangle, this whole area, 12 times 10, base and height, 12 times 10. We take away the triangle. Well, you were given this, so I know the base, this length, is the same as this, so it's 12. And the height, remember, perpendicular to the base, so that's 4. Once you've done this, again, we're just going to get out our calculator, and we're going to type in 12 times 10 plus 1/2 times 12 times 4. Press enter, and 144 is that blue shaded area. So then I'll just write equals 144 square inches. So we can subtract by finding an entire huge area and taking out a figure, or we can add. Now let's look at this third situation where we're going to apply this information. What about finding installation costs if you know carpet is $8 a square foot? Well, here's my living room. Should be a nice big rectangle, but it's got these stairs through it, and we're not going to carpet the stairs. So we could use either method. I could break this into 3 rectangles, a big one here, a littler one here, or a big one here, and add them. Or I could look at the entire rectangle and take away this stair area. I think that's going to be more efficient, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the subtraction method, and I'm going to have a rectangle minus a smaller rectangle. So I just have base times height minus base times height. 14 by 20. So 14 times 20 minus, and here I have 8 times 3. Well, I'm going to find that area. Same as I did before. I will put 14 times 20, take away 8 times 3, and get 256 square feet in my living room that needs carpeting. Now, to find out the installation cost, I'm going to have to take my 256 square feet and multiply that by the cost per foot, $8 per foot, square foot. Now notice when you do that, the square feet cancel out. You can think of this as over 1, and we multiply 8 by 256 to get our installation cost. So I'm going to take my 256, note it's still in the calculator, I can just press times 8. It brings down my area, and I know the installation cost will be $2,048. Got to count that in when you're figuring your remodeling. So now we've looked at all of the different ideas in Lesson 9.3. We've looked at adding areas to find a composite figure, subtracting areas to find a composite figure, and figuring area and multiplying by cost per square foot to find how much it costs to do some remodeling. Use these ideas, please, as you do your homework, making sure to show your work. See you in class.